Hey everyone, it's me, Collector Movie Man. I'm here to show off all my 4Ks. This is part 3 of my physical media show off. So let's get started here. First movie that I have is Bullet Train. This is one of my favorite movies with Brad Pitt and the guy from Craven the Hunter. I can't think of the actor's name right now, but I really enjoyed this movie. I think the action is really good and all the stunts are really cool. And also Hiro Sekanada is also in it. I really like him in it. So there's one. Next is Top Gun Maverick. This is not my favorite Tom Cruise movie, but it is my favorite Top Gun movie. And next is a movie with Gene Hackman and Kevin Costner. I really enjoyed this movie. It was my first Gene Hackman movie that I ever saw. So I really enjoyed this. Next is The Last Duel. I saw this during the pandemic. I thought it was a really good story, and I enjoyed all the performances in it. And I like the directing in it. I usually really do like Ridley Scott movies. Next is a two-part trilogy. We got 48 Hours here and 48 Hours after. After 48 Hours. Sorry, my mistake. But I enjoy both of these Eddie Murphy movies. Both very good and very good classics. Next is uh, Bad Boys 4, I think it is. Bad Boys 4 or 5. I can't remember. I've lost track. But I really enjoyed this Bad Boys movie. I saw it in theaters. I thought it was a really good performance by both Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. And it brought people back to the theaters after the Will Smith slap. So I was glad to see a bunch of people there supporting his movie. Next is Manchurian Candidate, the remake with Denzel Washington and Meryl Streep. This is a really good political thriller movie. Denzel Washington is very good in it. Hey, Dark Room Reviews. Next is oh my gosh, Training Day, one of my absolute favorite Denzel Washington movies. He is really good in this. And I think he won Best Actor for this movie. I can't remember. But I love this movie. Next is Two Guns with Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. This is a pretty good movie. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed both the performances. And I just thought it was a really good movie, too. The story was not very good, but I enjoyed it. Now, one of my favorite slash horror thriller movies, Silence of the Lambs. This is this will always be one of my favorite horror movies. Nothing can compete with it when it comes to this. It's creepy. You got Anthony Hopkins in it. You got this guy who's like the Buffalo Bill killer, where he kills people and he like takes their skin and cuts it off and then sews it together and wears it on himself. It is just creepy. And then you got Jodie Foster, who's the FBI agent, and actually Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor for this movie, and same with Jodie Foster. She won Best Actress. Another one of my favorite classic movies with Tom Cruise, Rayman and Dustin Hoffman, very good. I really like the story here in this movie. Panic Room will be in my Steelbook collection that I'm showing off. So that will be in a few weeks. Next is Jurassic Park Lost World, my second favorite Jurassic Park movie. The first is the original, and this is my second. I love the dinosaurs in this movie, and I love the velociraptors and everything to deal with it. And I like how there's no fences and nothing can contain the dinosaurs or anything. And the scene with the trailer getting knocked over the cliff is just, it makes my heart race every time. Hey, Acres at Movies. Hello. I don't know. Maybe something. Next is Legends of the Fallen, one of my favorite Tom Cruise and Anthony Hopkins movies. Both both really good performances. I don't know who this other actor is, but he was also really good. And this movie is based on a true story. Now, this movie is not one of my favorite Mel Gibson movies, but I do like it. It's a very good war movie. It's about I think it's about Vietnam War, and am I'm always keen on learning more stuff about war movies, about war. So, and I really like Mel Gibson in this also, but my favorite Mel Gibson movie is the Lethal Weapon trilogy. Next is Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood. Very good Clint Eastwood movie. Um, his performance is outstanding in it, and I enjoyed the story of Alcatraz in it, and I enjoyed the performance by Clint Eastwood. I just This movie is very good, and it's a very good classic. Next is Thunderbolt and Lightning with Clint Eastwood. Another really good movie, and it's got some good action scenes in it too. Next is one of my favorite disaster movies, Deep Impact. It's got Morgan Freeman, a young Elijah Wood in it, and this one actress, I always forget her name, but this movie is very good. Definitely recommend checking it out if you like disaster movies. Next is another Clint Eastwood, Anthony Hopkins movie. It's called Rem- Remembrance of the Days. I think it's called. Trying to show it off without having a glare in here. Sorry, guys. But I thought this movie was pretty good. It's a little boring at times, but I enjoyed it. One of my favorite Tom Hanks performances, Green Mile. I really like this movie, and it's also sad though, but I like it, and I like Tom Hanks's performance in it. Now here comes a bunch of James Cameron movies. My first and always will be my most favorite James Cameron movie, Titanic. I was first introduced to this movie when I was 9 years old. I saw it on the big screen with my uncle and my aunt, and I absolutely love the 4K. The 4K is absolutely amazing. Next is Avatar. Love Avatar. This is probably my second favorite James Cameron movie collection. Avatar 2, The Way of the Water. I really enjoyed this movie as well, and I am super excited for the third one. Next is True Lies. This was my first, well, I'd never seen True Lies back in the day, but my first time experiencing this movie was on 4K, and I really liked it. I thought Arnold was really good, and Jamie Lee Curtis, and the action scenes were jaw dropping, so I really enjoyed it. This one is probably my least favorite James Cameron movie, Abyss, but I I have to give it a rewatch because I didn't pay 100% attention to it. So I'll give it a rewatch one day. And this is my fourth favorite James Cameron movie, Terminator. All right, we're going through all the slipcover 4Ks that I have first. Next is Strangers. This is the only one that I like. I do not like this newer version that came out. I think this is the best Strangers movie, and they should have left it alone. Liv Tyler is really good in it. Next is Nosferatu, the new one. I really enjoyed this movie. This made my top 10 of the year. Hey, Dimension Scott, and hey, Master of all DVD collection. Sorry, I can't read the rest of your thing, but I really enjoyed this movie. And this is my second favorite movie from last year, Conclave. I thought uh I thought oh my gosh, Ray Fiennes should have won Best Actor for this. He was robbed the Best Actor win, and he has been nominated 5 times and has never won an award here in the United States. He deserved it. And next is Zodiac. I think this movie is really good. And a lot of people were saying the 4K transfer was not that good, but I really enjoyed the 4K transfer. I thought it looked good. So I don't know what people were talking about. Oh, it's Sarah. Okay. Well, hi, Sarah. And next is Amadeus. Uh, Funny thing about this is Amadeus, I enjoyed this movie, but it's not like one of my favorites. Um, the when they were talking quietly in the movie, I would always have to turn my volume really high up. And then next thing you notice, there would be like a loud musical score thing. I would have to hurry up and turn my TV down because I live in an apartment and I can't like do stuff to disturb the people who live up above me or below me. But it was just very difficult to be able to watch because I had to keep turning it down, keep turning it up and everything. So that's why this is a mixed bag for me. Next is my favorite movie of 2023, Oppenheimer. Absolutely love this movie. Killian Murphy killed it. And same with Robert Downey Jr. He killed the role. And both of them were well deserved on the wins they got. Next is Lion King on 4K, one of my favorite Disney movies. I will watch this movie any time of the day, any time of the year. Another one of my favorite Disney movies, Aladdin. Love this movie. Well, very well made, and performance by no, Robin Williams is outstanding. And one of my favorite princesses, Cinderella. Loved this 4K. Thought the 4K transfer was outstanding. And the next movie is going to be a mixed bag for everyone because a lot of people don't like it, but I do. Lion King, the live action. I like this movie mainly because the animals look so real, and I like movies that look more realistic. So, and I really enjoyed this movie. One of my favorite claymation movies, Nightmare Before Christmas. I try to watch this at least 2 times a year, Christmas and Halloween. Hold on 1 minute. I'm just trying to set some stuff off to the side here. I got some more to show off, so give me a minute. All right, here we go with these. Next is um Oh my gosh, Indiana Jones. This is my third favorite Indiana Jones movie. And I know that's a mixed bag for people. This is my least favorite Indiana Jones movie, Temple of Doom. And this is my number one favorite Indiana Jones movie. This is number three for me on my favorite list. And this is number four for me. And Temple of Doom is number five. Next is Fugitive, one of my favorite Harrison Ford performances, next to Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Next is Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace. Star Wars Episode 2, and Star Wars Episode 3. Star Wars New Hope on 4K. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back on 4K. And last but not least, Return of the Jedi. Oh. All right, here we go. Here is my John Wick 4 lenticular slipcover. Nobody. Can't wait for the second one to come out this year. The Fall Guy. And my two Jack Ryan movies. I still need to get the other three. All right, now we're gonna go over to non-slipcover versions movies. So first is Jack Reacher or Reacher season 1 on 4K. Very good show. Absolutely love this show. And this I just got a few days ago, Fugitive on 4K. The Unforgiven, another good movie with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood and Gene Hackman. Sully, another good movie directed by Clint Eastwood. And a movie that got something very true, Contagion. This got the pandemic right. Or Contagious, it was called. Green Book, one of my favorite Viggo Mortensen roles next to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now's my Christopher Nolan movies with non-slipcovers. Interstellar, The Dark Knight. Oh, crap. The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight. Batman Begins. and The Prestige. E.T. on 4K. Da Vinci Code collection set. Jumanji on 4K. Ford versus Ferrari. Reverend, very good movie by Leonardo DiCaprio. Bad Boys for Life. Argo, a very good movie, and it also won uh, Ben Affleck Best Picture at the Oscars. The Town, another very good movie directed by Ben Affleck. And another one of my favorite Ben Affleck movies, The Accountant. I cannot wait for The Accountant 2 to come out this year. It's coming out in April. Magnificent Seven, the remake. Jurassic Park, one of my all-time favorite movies. Captain America, Civil War. Captain America, Winter Soldier, one of my favorite movies in the MCU. Toy Story 3. Oh, man. Next is The Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. The Greatest Show. Heat, another one of my favorite movies. The Sixth Sense. Still need to get Signs, though. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of this movie because it's so long. But this movie here, one of my favorite war movies, Saving Private Ryan. The Patriot. We'll do this one first. The Mummy on 4K. Come on, show it. There. The Mummy Returns. I refuse to own the third Mummy, though, because that one is terrible. Star Wars Episode 7, I think that is. And Deadpool and Wolverine. Hold on, guys. I'm moving some stuff off to the side here. Jeez, I got stuff falling all over the ground here. Give me a minute. Oh, boy. be putting all this stuff away later. Probably tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight. Alright, guys. Now it's time for the TV shows that I have on 4K. Well, actually, I'm going to start doing my box sets and everything. So, first, I will start with this. This isn't a box set, but it's a TV show that I really thought was very good. Chernobyl. Next is one of my favorite all-time shows, Game of Thrones. Giving you guys the whole view here. And then there you go. There's all the seasons and the bonus feature disc. All right. The Bourne trilogy on 4K. Oh, hey, Van Gool. Next, Deadpool and Deadpool 2. My Lord of the Rings trilogy 4K set. Oh, man. And my Karate Kid set. All right, here we go with this here now. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, guys. My Alfred Hitchcock Volume 1 collection. I still need to get Volume 2 and Volume 3. The Matrix trilogy, just the first 3 Matrix. I will not own that garbage of the 4th movie. My Schindler's List box set thing. All right. And the 2 film collection of Bad Boys 1 and 2. Sorry, I'm trying to do it right. Next is the Planet of the Apes trilogy. My Tobey Maguire trilogy of Spider-Man on 4K. And my Daniel Craig 4K collection set. And here are my Paramount Presents movies that I have. This one right here, Bringing Out the Dead. I did not care for this movie, but I'm keeping it because it's part of the Paramount Presents. Red Eye, really enjoyed this movie. And Double Jeopardy. I really thought this was a good movie. And my one Shout Factory box set. The JFK box set. And here are my Arrow video things my Arrow video sets. First is Carlito's Way. I'm not going to take all this out because it would take too long. Witness. When Titans Ruled the Earth. Set. And still haven't watched this yet, but Demolition Man 4K Arrow set. And I just got this recently. The Crossing, or Crossing with Al Pacino. And last but not least, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. That's my last Arrow video set I have. And then my Criterions. I have Malcolm X, The Last Testament of Christ, Risky Business, and Christopher Nolan's first movie, The Following. All right, everyone. That's all my 4K movies that I own. So come back next week for the final part of my 4K steelbooks. All right, everyone. Make sure to smash the like button, leave a comment, and let me know what you thought of my physical media 4Ks. All right, peace.